At first, the entire World Wide Web was kept on a single computer. No wonder it had a do not power off note on it. Today, on September 12, 2020, the internet is 11,507 days old. Google processed over 40K search queries each second. This means more than 5 billion searches today. We take it for granted and we can't imagine the world we live in without the internet. But who should we thank for it, since its origin is still a point of dispute? Stay tuned and find out in this Knowledge Bit episode. Please subscribe to our channel and tell us in the comments, what do you use the internet for? In November 2006, the internet was included on USA Today's list of New 7 Wonders. But who invented it? Was it the Pentagon? The US government thought of a similar network since 1940 and developed the Advanced Research Projects Agency network. ARPANET adopted the packet switching technology in the early 1970s, which led to the development of protocols for multiple networks to communicate. This meant that separate networks could be joined into a network of networks. ARPANET served as a backbone for interconnection of regional academic and military networks. The standard evolved into the Transmission Control Protocol, TCP, and Internet Protocol, IP, the two protocols of the Internet Protocol Suite. Then, was it a private company? Xerox used its computer networks to share copiers, because that was the company's business. Steve Jobs visited Xerox in 1979 to borrow some ideas, and he saw something bigger. Allegedly, he said about Xerox, they just had no idea what they had. But just because Xerox used the today Ethernet, doesn't mean it also invented the internet, as connecting computers together isn't the same thing as a worldwide computer network. Or maybe it was international teamwork? According to Vinton Graysurf, one of the fathers of the internet did start with ARPANET, and the federal government funded the creation of the internet as we know it today, adding that Xerox did link Ethernets together, but the method did not scale particularly well. It seems that it was the work of researchers around the world from dozens of organizations that created the internet. The first ARPANET link was established between the University of California, UCLA, and the Stanford Research Institute at 22:30 hours on October 29, 1969. The connection was done using a telephone line, and one of the researchers told the story of that day. We typed the L letter and we asked on the phone, "Do you see the L?"
"Yes, we see the L."
We typed the O letter, and we asked, "Do you see the O?"
"Yes, we see the O."
Then, when we typed the G letter, the system crashed. Yet a revolution had begun. Implementation started in 1975 at Stanford and University College London. A number of institutions, including MIT, SRI, and UCLA, developed the work further. In the early 1980s, the National Science Foundation funded national supercomputing centers at several universities in the United States. Commercial Internet Service Providers, ISPs, began to emerge in the very late 1980s. But the breakthrough was done through research at CERN in Switzerland, by British computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee. In 1989, the World Wide Web was born, linking hypertext documents into an information system, accessible from any node on the network. Tim Berners-Lee was knighted by Queen Elizabeth and is regarded as the inventor of web, and the uploader of the first image on the internet, of a joke he made about his colleagues. Modern Internet. The linking of commercial networks and enterprises, in the early 1990s, marked the beginning of the transition to the modern Internet. As technology advanced and commercial opportunities fueled reciprocal growth, the volume of Internet traffic increased as Moore's Law, doubling every 18 months. Internet facts that we found on the Internet. Garfield, the cartoon cat, once offered a free email service at gmail.com. Google had to buy the Gmail domain from Garfield, which provided, at that time, email with catitude. The first email that was ever sent was by Ray Tomlinson. Understandable, to himself. The first spam email was sent in 1978 over ARPANET by a guy selling computers. Computers to which more spam emails can be sent. The first registered domain was symbolics.com. Physicist Russell Zeitz measured the weight of multiple billions of electrons which make up the data that we send back and forth every day. If the internet were weighed, it would weigh about 2 ounces, 50 grams. YouTube's copyright checking software scans over 100 years of video every day. The first mobile phone that had internet connectivity was the Nokia 9000 communicator. The first YouTube video was uploaded April 23, 2005. It's called Me at the Zoo, and features Jawed Karim, one of the founders. The first ever webcam was used to watch a pot of coffee. Because that's the most valuable on a Monday morning, right? Commercial activity online used to be explicitly banned, until 1992. Amazon remains the leader of e-commerce with net sales of $280.5 billion in 2019. But who's counting anymore? 1 in 6 marriages today occur because the couple met online. 1 million babies have been born from people who met on Match.com. A single Google query uses 1,000 computers for 0.2 seconds to retrieve an answer. Think of this when you search for a typo word. China holds the record for connected users, 854 millions, followed by India and the United States. 500 million tweets are sent every day. The most expensive keyword for Google AdWords is insurance. Rest assured. Despacito by Luis Fonsi is the most viewed YouTube video, with 6.9 billion views as of September 2020. This is what Google looked like in 2004. This is what Facebook looked like in 2004. Malware and internet bots account for 2/3 of internet activity. ATMs, which date all the way back to 1974, are considered the first major Internet of Things objects. Over 23 billion devices are connected to the internet, that's an average of 3 devices per person. If the internet were measured in horsepower, it takes 50 million horsepower to run the internet today. A part of it watching the most viewed clip on YouTube, right? Taiwan has the fastest internet in the world, 85.02 megabytes per second, followed by Singapore. It's amazing how little we knew about something we use for that many hours a day. The internet is huge and it is growing every second, tons of information being added daily, so stay focused and keep an eye on Wizme for more knowledge bits. Please subscribe to our channel, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Tell us in the comments, what do you most use the internet for these days? See you next time.